Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with the Saw right here on Superlative Radio. We are coming to the end of our second season, and we're also coming to the end of the third season of Star Trek Discovery, which we are going to discuss today. There's one more episode left, and one more episode of our second season left, which will be next week.
Yep.
Also going to talk today, in addition to talking about Star Trek. I know you wouldn't have watched this because you didn't watch the last one, but I'm going to talk about Transformers Earthrise, the second part of the Transformers series that was released on Netflix on the 30th of December. So I'm going to talk about that too, but I'll do that after we talk about Discovery.
I heard that they're going to have a new Transformer. It's going to be called Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime, yeah. He's leader of the Amazonians.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, that's what I heard. I thought you'd know about it.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, when season 3 of our Let's Talk show starts, it will start with us talking about the first episode of WandaVision, which airs roughly about a week from now. So. And we're going to have slightly different format for how we're going to do things. It'll be really cool, so check it out. We're going to kind of get back to that. That thing that we were doing at the beginning of the second season, where we were showing clips and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to get back to doing that because I think it really kind of shows what we were talking about. So that said, let's start with Discovery, and it was episode 12. And what did you think about it?
I liked it a lot, actually. I'm really just pumped for the whole thing. I'm just anxious continually for the whole thing to continue. I just want to see where they're going to take it. I want to see how it's going to work. I'm just enjoying it thoroughly. That's all there is to it. She's playing the character well, and this whole
Who?
The green bitch there.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Osira.
Yeah. And I just couldn't remember the name offhand. But, the whole process of trying to, come to a compromise and doing, and I'm watching it and I'm going...
There's got to be another motive
there. That's right.
there.
There's more to, like, you're...
I think she's figured out how to beat a lie detector, basically, is what I think it is. Because, like they had that he had that hologram
That's right there.
But I honestly think she's found a way to beat it. Like to beat a lie detector of that kind.
Yeah, would have to.
Because I don't believe what she says at all.
Because that's not.
And you can tell he doesn't either.
No, because that's not what she is. That's So I'm watching it and I'm going, don't fall for it. But this makes for
Yeah, and he didn't.
No, he made it that this is this and this is this, and of course they left without her getting what she wanted. So it was good that way, but. It's nice to see also that they're, the crew's being held and they're fighting back and they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Trying to get it together and trying to get, control the ship again and whatever. But, but yet, they also have to figure out a way to get back to get the others. Like, and Stamets was just completely, over Hugh and whatever. And I understand it, but, you got to get back there and get these guys fixed up. So, I don't know how they're going to handle that one, but we'll have to see.
I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think the last episode, which because of the way we're filming this week, this is a few days late, obviously.
Yeah.
It airs tonight, the finale.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think it'll be interesting to see how they do it. If there's going to be, what I think is going to happen is there's going to be some kind of a major blowout battle between the Federation and the Emerald Chain. Or something. There's going to be something.
Well, it's going to end on a cliffhanger. There's no doubt.
I don't know how they're going to rescue Hugh and Saru. I have no idea how they're going to do that.
And the girl there, what the hell's her name? Because she ended up going. The one with all the
Trill?
The Trill, yeah, she went.
Yeah.
So she's there too.
Anyway, it'll be interesting to see. The big talk all week online was about how the Admiral revealed that all the replicated food was made from shit.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm like, that's not a secret. That's been knowledge since the Next Generation era.
Yeah,
like that's not anything new. Like they explained all of that
without saying shit.
Without saying shit, they explained it was just reused. It was reused refuge molecules and whatever.
That's right. Yeah.
And stuff like.
But this time they just called it shit.
Yeah,
so,
he's just
because
like,
now he can say it
yeah.
on TV without any,
Well, he can say it because it's streaming technically.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, the only place where it's airing on TV, like a TV channel, is Canada. Everywhere else, it's either on Netflix or on CBS All Access. So it's not airing.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's
it's not
why.
technically.
And in Canada, we have much looser rules when it
big-
comes
big
to
time.
being able to swear on TV, right? We've always had that on our cable
Well,
channels.
not loose enough, especially with YouTube, but I'm not going to get into that.
No, well, that's different. YouTube's not.
Considering
I'm not
it's
talking,
streaming, you'd think that, but
I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about
I'm just
Canadian
but
TV though. But but that's why. That's
God,
why they.
God say I. God forbid I say.
It's the same thing with Picard. Like when they said the F word and stuff. It's all because it's streaming, right? So they can get away with stuff on streaming that you can't get away with on TV. And in Canada, we're like, yeah, whatever. we don't care. I mean, this is the country where we were showing naked boobies since at least the 70s and 80s on TV.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody gave a crap.
And Quebec was worse for it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I remember as a kid, everybody always wanted to look at the French channel because it was all blurry. And remember trying to watch between the scribbles, and everybody was like, "Oh, look, I think I saw a boob."
What was it? Blue Nuit, I think they called it.
Yeah.
Friday nights or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Blue Nuit. Yeah.
Blue Nuit. Yeah. Emmanuel.
Oh God, Emmanuel. Yeah, they had a whole series.
Oh
of that.
yeah, they did.
The Red Shoe Diaries?
Red Shoe Diaries.
Oh, I never saw that.
You know who was in that was what's his face? David Duchovny.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
he was at the start and the end of each one, reading through the Red Shoe Diaries. He was like tonight
narrator?
on Masterpiece Theater. He was like that guy, right? He would
okay.
read blah blah blah, and then
compare.
it would go to the thing where you'd see the guy and the girl doing the whatever, and then it would come back to him at the very end, and that was Red Shoe Diaries.
No, I never
you
saw
didn't
it.
know that?
No, I didn't see it. I've never seen it.
Anyway, that's completely off topic because now we're on to porn.
Yeah. No, it's soft core.
Softcore, whatever. Back in the day, that was called porn.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's, the weirdest.
Chapter 3, Mambo number 5.
Yeah. Anyway, so
It was just beating off material for teenagers, is what it turned out
at the time,
to be.
it was. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so, but yeah, so we have much looser rules when it comes to what can be said on TV. That's why when we watch Star Trek on CTV Sci-Fi,
Here's to Canada, baby.
we can hear them saying shit and damn and hell and f this and f that and all that crap. Like you can, because it's not a big deal. But anyway, so yeah, I'm with you. I definitely was. I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see some sort of a big battle of some kind or something.
Gotta be. Gonna come to blows.
I don't know what she thinks her command ship is going to do outside of the force field for Starfleet. I mean,
Well, there's nothing going to be able to be done there. But
no, I don't. Like, what does she think's going to happen? That she's just going to be able to attack Starfleet and get through that shield? I highly doubt it. And even if she did, there's how many friggin' Federation ships inside, and how many are probably being recalled? Like,
yeah.
it just, I don't know.
But we'll find out tonight.
We'll find out, yeah, and then we'll have to wait till season 4. Now, still on the topic of Star Trek, however, Star Trek Picard is supposed to start filming, according to rumors, in February for season 2.
Good.
And
I was worried there that it wasn't going to be.
Whoopi Goldberg may be coming back as Guinan for part of it, which we had talked about.
We talked about that before, yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, probably they'll film it. We'll probably have to wait till God knows the end of the year before January again before we friggin' see it. So it'll have been like 2 years before we see more Picard, which is absolutely
Hey, at
retarded.
least we're going to get to see it. That's the main thing.
If they actually do it.
Well, you just said there's...
They're supposed to. Oh. That's the rumor that they're supposed to.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't been officially...
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think it's been officially confirmed.
No, see, I was thinking that you were saying it was, so I was all pumped. Oh, well.
I don't know. I'm hoping it. I liked the first season. I know there's a lot of people out there that didn't and saying, well, it did this and it did that and it broke canon here and it didn't. And I'm like,
bullshit.
Baloney. These people that dig these things apart don't watch enough Star Trek, in my opinion, to actually truly get where some of these references are coming from and where they're like.
Well, I don't get them all. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm a fan. Obviously, you know that, but I'm not a fan like you are. That I, like I don't watch it like I take the country music and the
I
thing
know.
that
but
way.
There are people
but I'm
that
a
are,
fan.
But there are people online that are complaining, and they claim to be.
Dude, there's people out there that complain about everything. That's all they're there for.
Let me finish. Okay, so anyway, yeah, like, just they complain, but I don't think they actually really watch everything, and it's just ridiculous. It's stupid. You know, it's the same people who bitch about Star Wars, or they bitch about Marvel, or they bitch about whatever, and it's like, you guys aren't actually watching all the content and understanding everything and how it's connecting to other things. Or the fact that, you know, novels are not canon. Star Trek has always been, the only thing that's actually canon in Star Trek is what is seen on screen. Period. That's it. Nothing else in Star Trek is canon. It doesn't matter what novel you think you've read or what comic book you think you've read or whatever. Nothing is canon unless it's been filmed on screen and shown to everybody. That's all that's canon. That's it. And it's not like Star Wars, where now they have novels and comic books that are canon because they've integrated. Disney has decided to make that all one big whatever. Or it's not like Marvel, where, you know, where the MCU has comic books sometimes that take place that fill in little gaps here and there between movies that are like, well, it's canon, sort of, and not, but sort of, and, you know, and that's how they look at it. But with Star Trek, it's always been flat out said, if it's not shown on screen, it's not canon. So if you read a novel...
I have nothing to say about canons.
Yeah, I know. Too explosive a topic for you.
That's right.
Wouldn't want you to go off.
No, but not everybody's up to my caliber anyway, so...
Anyway, but yeah, so it's like, I don't know why these people complain the way they do. It's silly, you know?
To be my caliber, it takes balls.
That's right. Cannonballs.
Cannonballs, that's right, see?
You know, I mean, nothing's perfect. No Star Trek series has ever been perfect, but,
nothing ever will be.
I certainly think Discovery Season 2 and 3 have been far better.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, and it's been far better than the first season was. And... You know, I liked the first season of Picard.
Still better than some of this reality shit we got going on.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, please.
I don't know how people can complain about this when there's crap like that on TV. It's like, really?
The Masked Dancer and what's this?
The Bachelor, the Bachelorette.
Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you serious?
That's not TV.
That's garbage.
I'd rather watch paint peel.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Really?
I know. Like, I'm like, really? Like, this is the crap that you think is, like, I'm sorry. I would rather watch.
Why the chicks watch it?
Yeah, they can
yeah,
have
that's
it.
because most women like drama in their life. That's a fact. Women just like drama. It's not a male thing, that's for sure. That's why men don't sit and watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, because they don't give a shit about it.
No. Please.
You know, but. And I don't mean all women when I say that. So if you're female and you're going to get off in a tiffy, you know, whatever.
Don't paint them all with the same brush.
Don't get your panties in a twist.
Don't paint them all with the same brush.
Yous.
No. But
some of yous are smart enough to know that Slave Leia is awesome. The rest of yous, well, I can't help you there.
No.
So, but it's it's true. It's like there's garbage like that on TV, and yeah, I would rather watch the sequel trilogy from Star Wars before I ever sat down to watch anything that was reality TV. That's how bad reality TV is. Because if I'm going to watch something that's completely made up and bullshit fake, I'm at least going to enjoy some laser beams being blown around and some lightsabers being chopped up at
exactly.
people. Like, that's sorry. Like, I mean, because if you think those reality shows are real, they're not. It's all staged. It's all fake. It's all this. It's all that.
It's entertainment, but it's entertainment of a whole other ilk. But
dramatic entertainment that is not even like good enough to be like what Dynasty or whatever was years ago.
And even those I didn't watch.
No, but I mean, at least those you could understand as being entertaining drama shows because they told a story.
No,
they were
as the stomach turns. And
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about soap operas. I'm talking about Dynasty.
Dynasty was a soap opera.
No, you said Duck Dynasty.
No, I didn't say Duck Dynasty. That's more that reality crap. No, but you know what I mean. Like,
but at least that was a soap opera. It was just a nighttime soap opera.
It was a drama.
Knots Landing and
they were nighttime dramas.
It's the same thing. It's what is it? If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Like, give me a break.
Well, if you've ever seen a soap opera and then seen one of those, they don't have the same way of, like, soap operas, because say Kim watches General Hospital.
Oh.
Yeah,
My grandmother used to watch The Young and the Restless and all that.
And they have a certain thing, like when somebody walks into the room and everybody does that look, or like they all have that thing where they jump from scene to scene to scene to scene really quick. Like I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. She enjoys it. That's great.
The
Good for her.
Edge of Night. Remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's an old one. An ex-girlfriend used to watch Another World.
Most of them aren't even on TV anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. We shouldn't be talking about this because it's all off topic. But anyway, the simple fact is...
We never go off topic.
No, I know. The simple fact is I would much rather watch bad science fiction than reality TV. So, I'd rather watch like something bad like, I don't know, The Time Machine, The Fifth Element, Blade Runner, The Third Terminator.
What?
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice. Yeah. I'd rather listen to Donald Trump talk than watch some of these shows. And that'll show you where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly.
Donald Trump.
I know, fuck.
Back to my canon comment, but I won't get there. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah.
Go on. Continue.
Oh, no,
Before I say something you're going to have to cut out again.
Yeah. I got to censor him like it's unbelievable.
Oh, you have no idea. The things I say that he just says to me, cut.
Yep. That's getting cut, chopped. Okay. Anyway, so that's, in a nutshell, that's what it is. I guess we'll have to wait
Maybe
till
one
tonight.
day we'll get to show you the uncut versions.
And we'll get to see what happens tonight, and hopefully it'll be, what it is, right? You never
I have
know.
no comment.
I'm talking about Star Trek, numbnuts. We'll see what tonight brings, how it ends. Where it's going to lead us into season 4. Who knows? Anyway.
So that's that. Go ahead. Tell me about Transformers. Because I didn't see it.
There it is. So, yeah. So, Transformers Earthrise. Like I said, I know he didn't watch it.
That was good. How'd you do that?
Yeah, I know. Pretty cool,
You're pretty good at that. Wow.
He wasn't
He's
a fan.
magic,
he
man.
wasn't a fan of Siege, which was the first chapter. So, the second chapter, Earthrise.
That's a nice shot.
Continues with.
Where'd you get that? That's a nice picture.
I swiped it off the internet. Where the hell did you think I
you
got
thief!
It continues with the Autobots, of course, getting captured by some bounty hunters and being taken to Quintezon and going through a whole bunch of stuff there while they're trying to figure out how to basically continue to find the Allspark. Goes back on Cybertron with Elita 1 and her rebels fighting against Megatron and the Decepticons. And then, of course, the Decepticons head off to chase after the Autobots. I will say that this 6 episodes was better than the first 6, but the same terrible quality with the voice acting was there. The plot holes are still numerous. Like, there's so many plot holes you could drive Optimus Prime through them.
That's not saying much.
The voice acting again is awful. Like, the voice acting is just bad. There's a couple of characters that aren't half bad. Like I said in the first one, the lady who does Elita 1, she's actually doing a pretty decent job with her character. But again, Soundwave sounds awful. Megatron sounds like crap. Optimus Prime doesn't sound like Optimus Prime. Not even, I get that it's not even Peter Cullen doing the voice, but it's not even like they're getting the personality of Optimus Prime down. It's like they're just completely doing something that's, when you look at it and you watch it and you think, man, that's not what Optimus Prime would do. That's not who Optimus Prime is. It's like, and they're
taking it on a whole other.
Yeah, and the plot holes are crazy. Like, they show up to the Autobots show up to the space bridge that they're gonna try to go through. And when they get there, there's a space station stuck halfway between the space bridge. So half of it is in this part of space, and the other half is in the other half of wherever the space bridge ends. And the Ark tells them that, of course, there's no life signs aboard, so they go aboard to surgically blow the space station in half so they can break it apart so that they can fly through. And they get on there, and what do they end up fighting? They end up fighting Scorponok, and which is ridiculous that it's like, oh, well, it didn't detect any life forms, but yet all of a sudden there's this ginormous Titan-sized Decepticon running around. And then the thing with the part.
Well, that's on the writers.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, like the writing is bad. The writing is bad. And it's called now.
There's no redeeming qualities at all.
It was better than the first 6. I will say it was better, but it's still not.
Is that the one I saw?
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
And see,
especially after you showed me the other thing.
Yeah, Transformers Prime.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm not even a fan, and I was like, wow,
I know. Yeah.
Difference like night and day.
What really gets me about it, and what really bugs me, is it's called Transformers. They have a robot mode and they have a vehicle mode, and you should see them go between them.
You don't?
The only one you see transform, I think, in all 6 episodes that you actually see transform, I think, is Jetfire. In 6 episodes, I don't think you see another one of them transform. You hear Scorponok transform from Scorpion mode to robot mode, but you don't see it. They don't show it. It's just, I'm like, it's called Transformers. You know, the Autobots and Decepticons are very adept at fighting in both modes. I mean, there are times where you will see, an Autobot transform into vehicle mode because he's more maneuverable and able to dodge blasts because he can move quicker and faster and, spin around and, squeal his tires and whatever. Or they'll, there's been numerous times where Optimus Prime would transform into a truck and then ram into somebody or barrel over them as a truck. But there's none of that. It's just like their vehicle modes don't even exist. It's like they're just a bunch of, they could have been a bunch of people, and it's like, okay, really? Like, meh.
Doesn't sound impressive.
Like, I'm sorry, but they need to have seriously, I hope to God that, I know the next one is going to be Kingdom, and I'm not overtly impressed so far with what we're probably going to get there, but because it'll probably be more of the same crap. But I hope that whatever comes down the line further, when Hasbro decides to hire a company to make another Transformer series, put real money behind it. Real money.
Well, how old's Peter Cullen now?
In his 70s.
He could still do it.
I mean, this is a show where they hired non-union voice actors.
Oh, so it comes down to this
to
again.
cut money.
Yeah.
They used the same character models over and over and over for numerous different characters. They rarely show them transform.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like constant. It's like, and everything is dark.
It's Transformers on a budget.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but
okay,
they need to get back to doing something like they did with Transformers Prime, where there's lots of action. The voice acting is good because you're hiring people who do it professionally all the time, and you're putting the money that's needed into the animation. And even Transformers Prime cut corners. I mean, don't get me wrong.
When did Cullen start doing it?
In 84.
84. Okay.
I mean, here's a show when you look at Transformers Prime, they cut a lot of corners. They didn't show a whole lot of humans. Even though you'd see them in cities and towns and whatever, they didn't really show a whole lot of humans. So, I mean, they cut corners, but they certainly didn't cut any when it came to the Transformers, to when it came to them transforming, when it came to them moving and fighting and whatever.
How did you like the movies?
The live action ones? Yeah. I don't like the live action movies.
Okay. I was just curious because I meant to ask you
again,
that last time we talked about it.
They're terribly written. Don't get me wrong. Visually, they're impressive, but let's be honest, anybody can do what Michael Bay does, because there's millions of directors out there that do stuff just like him, where there's lots of fancy explosions and pretty effects and whatever. Yeah, big deal. But if the story's not there, if the characters aren't developed, there's no point.
Yeah.
The first 3 minutes of the Bumblebee movie is what we should have gotten from the very beginning. And it's what we should have gotten through all the movies. And you've never seen that, have you?
No, never saw that.
I'll show you after we're done. I'll show you after we're done filming. I'll show you the first 3 minutes of the Bumblebee movie, and you can see what I'm talking about. But it's just,
That's
I don't
what
know.
you want?
If you guys watched Earthrise, did you think it was better than Siege? I know I did think it was better than Siege a bit, but not enough to make me go, this is awesome. Like, it was better. Yeah. I sat and watched it all in one go, and I was like, meh. I'm like, I would have thought the second part would have gotten better. It's called Earthrise. You don't even see them get to Earth to the very, very last 2 minutes of the 6th episode. And you don't even see them land on Earth. You just see them get to it.
So what do you give it on 10?
At a 10? As crappy as I gave the last one. Probably a 4.
Oof.
It's terrible.
Okay, yeah.
It's just, it's not good. I watch it because it's Transformers. You know, it's like Star Trek. I watch everything that's Star Trek because it's Star Trek. I watch everything that's Star Wars because it's Star Wars. You know, I watch everything that's Marvel because it's Marvel. I watch these things because I'm hoping they are what they are, and I'm hoping that some of them are going to be good. And I know not everything can be good. I get that. There's always going to be bad in everything. But, I mean, man, they really should just get to, like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. There's so many people that have torn it apart online. You can look at their reviews, the same thing. It's just, I'm disappointed with it. So, anyway, that said,
there it is.
That's what it is. If you guys think differently, comment below. And we will see you guys next week for our season finale, and we'll talk about the season finale of Star Trek Discovery Season 3.
And we'll end off our season.
And then after that, we will be back with Season 3. So we'll catch you guys next week for another episode of Let's Talk with Saul right here on Superlative Radio. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Take care. See you later.